Welcome to She Made That, a series that celebrates creative women. I'm your host, Daniela, and every month I sit down with women to hear their stories, what they create, and why.
She made that. She made that. You're so creative. She made that.
Hi, Erica. Thank you so much for joining me today. So, we've connected briefly in terms of supporting each other's gigs, but I feel as though your vision can make a big impact, which is why I think many listeners will benefit to today's discussion. So, first, for those who don't know you, can you start with giving a little intro? Just tell us a little bit about who you are and what creative space you're in.
Hey Daniela, thank you for having me and thinking about me. It's always a pleasure to support others. I've always had an entrepreneurial spirit. My first business was doing graphics, then it was jewelry making, and then I went to school for public relations and event management, and then did a business on event planning for small events. Due to the overwhelming amount of businesses in Ottawa, I decided it was too competitive and I stopped. And then when I started my mental health journey, I was like, I want to do something. I want to do something mental health related. So I started off my business, which was originally called Fragrance Mental Health. Um, started doing things for that, developed some workshops, some merchandise for it. And then it kind of became something that came at a standstill. And I was like, I still want to do this. I want to do something with the business still. So what can I do to change that? So I brainstormed, stayed up late nights, early mornings, and rebranded to Fragrance Mental Wellness. This business offers workshops and merchandise to help with your mental wellness. Everything from vision board to my coping toolbox, and then the fight or flight plan that I had developed on my own when there was no crisis plan for when you were having a anxiety panic attack. So I launched that. So that's been kind of active. Um, but yeah, that's kind of where I am today. I do like enjoy working in graphic design on Canva and trying to put things together. I'm currently in the process of revamping all the things. It is a process as I am the one person doing it all. I don't have anyone helping me. So it is a process, and I enjoy everything from the social media aspect to website management, just trying to get out there and meeting people.
I love how when people turn a negative experience into something positive, like due to your own mental health struggles, you decided, let me do something about it for others. That's pretty awesome of you, to be honest. My first question though is how has helping others through your experience impacted your own healing journey?
My business has definitely helped me in my own mental health journey by allowing me to find tools that not only work for me, but also benefit somebody else, whether it's through my workshops, my merchandise, or all the other things that I'm working on. I know that it will help somebody in some small way. If I can help somebody in just one way, then I feel like I've accomplished a lot. I believe that the power of sharing your story, your own mental health struggles with somebody else is a way to identify, to let someone else know that they're not alone. So I am always excited to share my mental health business, share my story, share how it has been the kind of the cornerstone of who I am and who I'm working to be. And it's something that I hope that others will resonate to as well.
I get you 100%. Personally, I find that what you're doing is very inspiring. Just to give a little side note, I too struggle with mental health problems. So just to see someone put themselves out there and helping others along the way is quite inspiring. I'm wondering if you can tell us more about the merchandise you sell. You mentioned you design the graphics. Do you have a selection in terms of what type of design or a selection in the type of clothing or color?
So my design process really comes from I usually brainstorm a whole bunch of ideas, what messages I want to be sharing at that moment. Do I want to create it as a whole line, as or one individual image, or thought process uh, to put out there. I'll utilize the support of AI, then jump into Canva and complete it with typography and play around with the colors and see if it looks better monochrome or if it should be some color should be added. It really depends on the messages that I'm wanting to send out.
Okay, cool. So you do have different designs to choose from. Now where can people actually place an order? Do you have like a website or is it strictly through social media?
You can find me at my website, www.fragmentsmentalwellness.com. I'm also on Instagram and Facebook at the same handle, Fragments Mental Wellness.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Erica, for taking the time to talk about your project and reasons behind it. I think that it's important to talk about mental health. Keep it up.
She made that. She made that. You're so creative. She made that.